What's up, party people? It's me, the stranger who abandoned you. Oh my God, it's been so many weeks since I put out a podcast episode, but here I am. And so I'm going to tell you why, right? And a lot of it is excuses, right? I can hit you with a bunch of excuses. I was listening to something this morning, and the woman said you can either have results or excuses. Ooh, that one hit me a little hard. So here I am creating results instead of excuses. But the last month or so, it's been pretty difficult. I've had some health issues I've been dealing with. I've been like kind of just sorting through the noise of some stuff. Holidays are always a little bit tricky. But more importantly, the reason why I haven't been around these last few weeks is because like one of the greatest things that I took from reading all the books that I've read over the last few years is that in business to be successful, that you should always take the straightest path to the money. And I think a lot of times we create all these other systems and lead magnets and funnels and this and that, but I'm not really into all that. I think that shit is bullshit, honestly. Funnels, sales funnel. No, man, just sell your product. But my point is that you got to take the straightest path to the money. Income producing activities, income generating activities, and sometimes it's really hard to make your offer, or you're not clear on your offer, or you're not really confident in the services that you provide, or whatever it is. Or maybe you got some health shit going on, maybe you're depressed. There's a lot of reasons why in business we do things that are not in life, that we do things that are not really serving us. And so it was really kind of echoing in my head this morning, results or excuses, and that you can't have both. And so here I am showing up, and it's kind of difficult sometimes to sort through that noise. And especially when you're a business owner, I have a lot of employees, and it can be a lot of pressure because when things are slow and the cash flow is not there, it's super fucking stressful, man. Like, everybody's like, Friday. I'm like, payday. It's a different vibe when you're the one cutting the check versus when you're the one getting it. And, winter is coming. Winter is here. Not really in Costa Rica. And Costa Rica is although it's pretty cold today, but in general, it's pretty warm. And so winter is a little different here than it is probably where you are. But winter is coming. It's Q4. Winter is here. It's Q4. It's the holidays. People aren't really spending money like that. You know what I mean? Businesses are like either on the fence or off the fence, or waiting until Q1 to make any moves. And so you really got to start stacking the decks long before it gets slow. And so that's what I've been doing for the last month, is retooling some of our offers, really reconnecting with the team, which I don't think I was doing enough of. I think I can be a little solo dolo at times. My mentality can be a little bit solo dolo sometimes. Like, I feel like I got to take on all the problems myself and answer all the questions myself, and that's not really how it goes down, because at the end of the day, I couldn't do anything with Heartcast Media if it wasn't for my team. Matt and Anthony and John and Lay, and everybody, Win, Lord, everybody that's on the team doing all the work, helping me produce this content. And so it's been really important for me to spend some time really connecting with the staff and kind of tuning up our communication methods and just being a better leader, right? It's nothing that they've done. It's all me. It's all where I've just really not done the best that I could for various different reasons. And so it's been good to kind of reconnect with the team and provide better communication. And so we're all working really well together and communicating really well. And that feels really good, right? So that's exciting. But it's been a little bit difficult, right? It's been, the reality is that I have PTSD, and it gets a little bit better all the time. And every time I look back, I think, man, I am in such better shape than when I was before. But here I am, it's still tough. And so sometimes when I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, I got to cut through the noise, and I got to sit down. Even when I make to-do lists, I don't know if you guys do this or not, but I'll make a to-do list and I'll just write it out sometimes, like whatever's top of mind, because I can't always get it in order exactly the way that it needs to be done. Sometimes I can, sometimes I don't. But then what I do is I go back and I put a star next to the things that will make me money. Like send out that proposal and send out that invoice before you edit the web page. You know what I mean? Do the income producing activities first and then do the rest of it later. And so the long and the short of it is that's why I haven't recorded a podcast in a few weeks, because it just hasn't been more important than the income generating revenue or the income generating activities. And so that's why I had to kind of take a break. And to be honest, I'm struggling a little bit with the podcast. And the reason why is I don't like being on camera. I hate being on camera. And then every time, YouTube, we put the shorts up, it clips it at this inopportune time where I look like a complete jackass making some stupid face. And I am vain enough to not want to be on camera because it's just not my jam. I've never really been an on camera kind of girl. I've always been behind the scenes. I'm the one with the camera. I'm always the one taking the picture, not in the picture. And it's not because I hate how I look or whatever. It's just not really my jam. And so I'm struggling with it a little bit, but I want to be accountable. And I really want to talk more about the journey, right, that I'm on, because I think that I'm doing a disservice to some of my listeners, all 17 of you. You know, who the hell am I, right? And I got I got tons of content for you, marketing this, that. I mean, I've been doing this shit for 23 years and I love it. I'm legit passionate about it. But at the same time, who am I and why should you listen to me? And why would you take 10 or 15 minutes out of your day once a week to listen to my voice and hear what I have to say? So I want to make it a little funnier, a little better, maybe a little bit more personal. I'm launching a new podcast with Heartcast Media. It'll be called The Content or Camp Content. And I will be a summer camp, instructor. Molly and Matt and Anthony will be on the show. And we're going to talk about how to create content. So it's like going to camp content to learn how to create content. So we're going to talk about audio, video, TikToks, reels, shorts, this, that, everything else, all the stuff that we're working on for our clients, and be able to kind of take what we're talking about in our staff meetings and bring it to the table as a podcast to create some more content for Heartcast Media and really showcase some of the work we're doing. And that way I can speak more to like the business owners that are following me on this podcast, especially women-owned business owners, and talk about how we can both make some more money this year. So one of the things that I did is I crafted some new offers that I'm really, really excited about. They, I think, are going to solve a lot of problems for people. They don't have the best names yet. I'm usually pretty good at that, but I'm falling a little short. But I'm really excited about them. It's the idea is that our clients spend 1 hour a month with us, and what we do is we craft SEO and SVO optimized questions, and we sit with them in a studio session for an hour and we grab great content for them. And then we, in return, give them all of that content chopped up into smaller bits for their social media. And then we also have a podcast in a box, same concept. You meet with us for an hour a month. You do 4 15-minute episodes with an engineer on the line, SEO and SVO optimized topics. And then from there, we'll see you next month. And then we literally take care of everything else. We schedule it out weekly. Now you've got a branded, professionally produced, super crispy and clean looking, highly produced piece of content with supporting assets like social media assets, social share videos, a blog for your website, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, but all you need to do is give us an hour a month. And I think that's going to be really good, because what we're learning and working with new clients and doing lead outreach and stuff like that is that the number one pain point for people is not having enough time. And man, if I was ever a testament to that. And so we're hoping that this, is a problem solver and it provides enough accountability to actually get it done. Because hey, if somebody pulled me in a studio an hour a month and I recorded 4 episodes back to back, I'd never be late on my podcast, right? So I think I might even be solving my own problems in the mix. So I just wanted to kind of say hi. Consistency is key, right? But sometimes you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, like the old Willie Nelson said. So I apologize for being absent in your life. I'm sure you've missed my ugly mug more than words can express, but I'm glad to see you back. I hope to provide some value. And thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you for tuning in to the Next 100, sponsored by Heartcast Media. We are a digital media creative agency focusing on branding, marketing, strategy, and amplification. From personal branding to podcasting, we've got you covered. And to continue this conversation, join me on Instagram. My personal account is Molly D. Ruland, and of course, you can also find us at Heartcast Media. That's where the really good stuff is going down. So join me there. Let's continue the conversation. And until next week, have a good one.
Produced by Heartcast Media.